Now, let's move over to Parliament buildings. And the Public Investments Committee on Social Services, Administration and Agriculture is meeting with the Acting Managing Director, Mr. Semmelman of KBC, and this is about financial statements from the reports of the Auditor General. Let's listen into the Acting Managing Director.
Question. The corporation made a net loss of Kenya shilling 599,263,809, bringing the accumulated deficit to Kenya shillings 7,060,483,312. This is due to the huge amount debited in the profit and loss account relating to the depreciation of Kenya shillings 406,031,909 as a result of account of old equipment, rising electricity cost Kenya shillings 67,358,371, and the high wage bill of Kenya shillings 377,788,766. The negative working capital of Kenya shillings 3,714,656,222 current asset, current liability for the year 2001-2002 is attributed to the total government loan plus interest charged to KBC cumulatively since the government committed to pay the OECF Japan loan. The loan is explained below. On KBC behalf, both the repayment and interest are treated as current liabilities, therefore greatly affecting the financial position of the corporation. The financial statements reported negative net worth of Kenya shillings 6,131,995,722. The interest that the government has charged KBC over the years totaling to Kenya shillings 536,976,192 is debited to the profit and loss account, therefore contributing to the negative net worth. To address technical insolvency problem of KBC, management contracted Deloitte services for transformation of KBC. They finalized the transformational report in August 2015. The board of directors approved in September 2015, and the cabinet paper had for submission to approve recommendation upon obtaining cabinet approval in order to transfer. Chair, regarding the huge accumulated net loss as well as negative working capital balances captured in the financial loan secured in 1987. The government of Kenya guaranteed the loan, and upon KBC inability to repay, the government started repaying the loan, but records the payment as loan extended to KBC at commercial bank interest lending rates. The government interest rates have accumulated huge billions reflected in financial statement. KBC, together with parent ministry, have developed a CAB memo that seeks to address historical debts, among them transformation strategy. The CAB memo contains a specific request from government to write off the Japanese loan. The CAB memo, as I say, has progressed well at the national treasury level for approval. Will fully address KBC growing concern. Chair, allow me to go to irregular payment. The resignation of Mr. Joseph Hamisi, personal number 006310, transportation and traveling expenses. This payment is normally paid to an officer by circumstances and not on his own volition, but in the interest Mr. Hamisi to vie for elective positions in 2002 election to resign and vacate public office from their employment by 15th of August 2015. Payment 3 months basic salary in lieu of notice, since Hamisi could not serve the mandatory 3 months notice period due to the condition given by government circular Therefore, corporation had to pay him 3 months' salary in lieu of notice. This allowance was paid to Hamisi as a result of compelling nature of his resignation, as he could not have ordinarily served the entire 3 months' notice. Payment of payee on the transportation and traveling allowance on exit. The above allowance were and are still not taxable, as they do not tantamount to earnings and payable particular to retirees on exit to assist and facilitating transportation of their personal belongings and relocation of the family members upon leaving the corporation. If actual transport facility, e.g. lorry, van, was provided by the corporation, then payee could have still not been deducted. This is normally the same scenario with funeral allowances, other deductions relating to payee in respect of Mr. Hamisi, covering the days worked up to 15 August 2002, and payment of gratuity were effected and limited as required. Chair.
Thank you. I think that is all.
The current situation of the same matter. Payment of payee on transportation and traveling allowance on exit. The above allowance are still not taxable, as they do not tantamount to earnings and payable particular to retirees on exit to assist in facilitating the transportation of their personal belongings and relocation of family members upon leaving the corporation. That's it, Chair. Thank you very much, Chair.
Thank you very much. Maybe just to jog your memory.
That is the Parliamentary Committee meeting, and this is the Public Investments Committee on Social Services, Administration and Agriculture, who are meeting with the Acting Managing Director of the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation, Mr. Samuel Maina, and this is so that they can adduce evidence on reports of the Auditor General on the financial statement for KBC for the financial years 2000 to 2001 to 2020, 2021. So we've got our reporter Rioba, who is there and who is going to be giving us a brief on that. We take a short break now, and we'll be coming back with more in a short while.